to make sure everything is... Wow, okay, Matthew, hey, how's it going? And I mean, I got these mics all set up weird, don't I? That's, I can read it. Well, whatever, it'll be what it's going to be. And Silas, how's it going? Quan, how's it going? How's the sound? Is everything okay? And I've got that over there. I've got this. Hey, how's it going? Hey, is that Fafum or Fafum? Hey, Jack, how's it going? I think it's easier for me to see looking over there. So you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that over there. No, I'll just leave that like that. Oh, you know, because then I can do this, can't I? Can that work? Okay, yeah, I'm going to have to do some clicking. Excuse me for a sec. Okay, what am I even going to be doing tonight? Anything different than normal? See, this is, I got everything all, that's fine. I'll just have to live. Okay, good. I'm glad this sounds good. Thanks, everybody. And wow, cool. Well, I hope the storm just stays, you know, pleasantly raining in the background. You know what I mean? You don't want it like sneaking in and getting anything wet, right? Anyway, oh, okay. So I could need to do the timers. Okay, because there's multiple timers now because I'm trying something. There's gonna be this one timer. Shrink that. There we go. And I'll move it in a second. Doink. So it'll be, so the stream will end a little bit later than 2 or 10:20, but you know, you get the idea. And there's that. And do I need that back anymore? Do I? No, I do not. And okay, and then there's 2 other ones, but you'll only see one at a time, and that's this or this. And okay, hang on a second, I need to move this over to here. All right, so there's that one or that one. I don't know if you could see, like on the upper left there, there's 2 different ones, and one of them is this one needs to be started. Okay. All right. So what that is this one will go off when it's time for when I next break, for when I do my stretch for my back and all that stuff. And I'll just kind of leave you guys with the be right back sign. And then the other one is telling you when it's going to be for an ad. But I'm trying it this way to see if it'll work without, because it seemed to be when I had multiple timers running, it kept crashing the timer program. So I have one of them, well, whatever, I have what I have. It is what it is. Excuse me. Okay, now I need to catch up on things. It looks like somebody's done the money thing, and I need to, wow, catch that up very quickly. So, but no order of comments coming in. Okay, there's that. Hey, Sean, how's it going? And Silas, wow, well, I am super glad that you love the stream. I love that you love the stream, especially that much. Right, so everybody knows what you do is we have 3 cheers, right? So hip hip hooray, right? So hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray, and the crowd goes ah. There we go. Thanks again, Silas. I really do appreciate it. Thanks a bunch. And is there anybody else I need to catch up with? Yeah. A little quiet. Is it quiet, or am I just sitting in a not good spot for the mics? Maybe that's part of it. It's like that. All right. Let's see. Hopefully that'll be better. And I don't know which is. That seems like that's better, but this seems like it's better. So I have 2 different places I could see the comments from. So Yeah, my 4th of July was fine. The family, we had hot dogs. My sister made a berry pie and some cookies, and that was it. We don't do fireworks because my sister's current husband is a vet, and he has PTSD, and so loud noises are like not his friend. So yeah, so we don't do that. But we just sort of hung out and did, hey, we're a family, that kind of thing. Had food. I mean, that's really what it is. Had food and talk about stuff, which is not that different from what we do anyway. But it was a good excuse to have it be organized. Because we don't really eat that many meals, where we're all at the same time having food. It's pretty rare, actually. Anyway, and okay, all right, good. I'm glad everything seems to be good now with the sound and all of that. I'm gonna have some mint tea. What do I do with my napkin? Here. Oops, did I just kick the camera? I think I did, didn't I? So the pooches are going crazy. God, this is amazing that, because these, like, I'm like, oh no, don't do that, don't do that. Don't, stop. Okay, stop, just stop. I don't want the weird things. Don't do the weird things. Please, camera. Oh my goodness. In any case, these are, I mean, I haven't put a level up to them, but they're like pretty much level for me, but they look like anything but level onto the camera, and it's because the camera is slightly skew. It's not quite level, so it's like making everything else look very, very wacky. Anyway, hey Rob, how's it going? All right. Wow. Well, I'm glad that that I could help you not be so stressed out. But that's groovy, man. That you got everything done, and that you're the move, and man, a lot of big steps. That's fantastic, Rob. Skynet is taking over my camera, right? It's funny, Matthew. Okay. Is that Jew87 or Jew87 Enjoyer? I don't know what that is. Okay. Well, I'm glad that you found me too, and how about love from California back to Scotland? And wow, man, Rob, that's really groovy for you. I'm really, really pleased, man. That's really something. I mean, yeah, that's really, really something. So, wow, cool. Yay for Rob, right? Yay for Silas for generosity. Yay for Rob for a big success thing. Man, all kinds of groovy stuff happening all at once. All right, I feel like I should start doing something. Man, the camera to microphone angle is, I don't know. Anyway, I'll just have to live with it. I'm not going to try to redo everything now. Anyway, I'm thirsty, man. Your first time having windows? What do you mean you didn't have windows before? Did you live like in a big apartment building, so you had like a lot of interior walls with no windows or something like that? More than one power outlet. Yeah, I know what you mean about that. Holy mackerel, yeah. Zoe. I know what you mean about the the unfinished small basement thing. That's kind of where I'm at now, but no, it's a peppermint tea, Silas. Peppermint tea. Yeah, I do miss natural light. I only really have one window over there, and I only really get a good amount of light in the morning because well, it's the side of the house it's on. Um, but yeah, it's kind of a drag. But so I try to make myself, if I'm not actually actively engaged in doing stuff, I want to be like trying to get outside. So that way I'm actually in sunshine and air and that kind of thing. I don't know. Thus, my newfound enthusiasm for gardening. Although I was supposed to do some today and I didn't, because it was because I needed to do weeding and I didn't want to do the weeding, so I didn't do the weeding. Anyway. Wow, from 16 to 38, man, that's a long time. Oh wow, well, daily RL eclipse. I'm glad you stopped by. Too bad you're not hanging around for any longer, but thanks for coming by for the amount of time you did. Deep sea fishing. Okay, well, thanks for coming by, and I hope your fishing trip goes good, Silas. I hope you catch whatever it is you're hoping to catch. Deep sea fishing, wow, that's gotta be crazy. It makes me think of, the old man in the sea, Man, so do you plan to change your streaming schedule to fit more? I don't know that I'll change the stream just because I did move it around a little bit. Kind of for the reason of, that way more people would get access to it, but it just got too weird, and I don't know, I'm just so bad at time management, it was difficult, so I stopped doing that, and that's why I picked just a time. So I don't know, maybe I'll do like, I don't know, maybe I'll try to pick a good time frame and, I don't know, maybe do one once in a while at a different time or something, I don't know. I mean, I realize that it's a cool thing, and everybody would like to be able to have access to it, but there's only one me, and that's kind of, it is what it is. Anyway, let me catch up on these. Plants do I grow? Okay, so what do we have so far? We have some aloe plants. We have some little jade tree succulent plants. We have a couple sticky monkey bush flower things. And we have a couple of fuchsia. I have some yarrow, some coyote mint, and some California buckwheat, the red variety of it, cultivar or whatever is the word for it. And there's some other, two other types of succulents. One of them, it looks like it's these little head things. Oh man, don't do this, camera. I don't want you. It's just it's exasperating. I'll try to not burst out in anger every time it happens, but yikes. Anyway, it's these little things that are they kind of look like when they're full grown, about the size and sort of shape of a small head of cabbage, but they actually look more like a thistle thing, or not a thistle. They look more like an artichoke as far as the shape of their leaves and stuff. But yeah, they're a weird looking little thing. And they have, they're just, I don't know, they're some like weird little succulent cacti type thing. And then there's another one that's just a tall, skinny thing with stuff at the top of it. Makes me think of Dr. Seuss. But, is that everything? Yeah, that's everything so far. And that's everything for this season. The rest of the season is just going to be me keeping the bed clean of, you know, weeds and everything, and yeah, making sure, because, you know, until everybody gets a step, because they're all California natives, so they're all supposed to do fine, and I don't have to water them or irrigate or anything, except for they're all like newly planted, and so, you know, and they'll probably need a little bit of, you know, watering with the hose now and again, but you know, that was the whole idea, so it would look nice and just exist there because they were naturally, you know, they're evolved plants, so it would just, you know, I just gave them new homes, that's all. You know, I'm going to do more to the rest of the yard, but that'll begin for the rest of this season, and then I don't know, I have to figure out what I'm going to do and prep for that this fall, so I don't know. Anyway, I have to catch up on comments now. And so I'm sorry, Josh, if that's, you know, not a good answer, but so for now it's just going to stay the same schedule, and that's the plants that I grow. You know, it's good to, you know, yeah, get access to some windows, man. Get up and get out. That's groovy. Okay, well, when you're back, I guess we'll see you. Man, see, there you go. You guys are going to gang up on me. Oh, yeah, Quan, thank you very much for that. Yeah, 35,000. Yeah, it's something, isn't it? You know? It's a little bit of a milestone. Do you have to submit to Windows to fix the camera settings? Well, no. I mean, I suppose I, you know, I could figure out some way of, I don't know if I could hook it up to Windows and do that and have it do that. I don't know. Anyway, I'm running Linux, so it's, you know, it's not a matter of it submitting to Windows. Yeah, but that's the problem, is that the operating thing for the camera, for its OBSBot, I guess, is the name of the company. Their little app doesn't work with Linux, so yeah, I'm kind of stuck with the features that as they come out of the box. And there's these like gestures and things that are supposed to make it zoom in and then automatically follow your face and do all this stuff, which is all seems kind of neat. And I thought, oh, that would be cool, you know, just as an extra cool feature. Except for I find that I don't really use it, and it kind of, because it just happens, you know, accidentally. So, and I don't know how to make it not exist because I don't have access to the menu. So, I don't know. I'll have to figure out a way of doing that somehow someday. Oh, and I tried figuring out how to run it using Wine, but it just, oh, I remember what it was. It's because it has to do with the driver stuff, going through the USB thing and then needing access to, I don't remember what it meant. I read a thing in one of the forums that explained it, and I don't remember what the explanation was. But anyway, a stream break is coming up soon, in less than 5 minutes, just to give you guys a heads up. Submit to Microsoft. No, it's not going to happen, Rob. Hey, Tim, it's good to see you, man. It's been a while, hasn't it? But yeah, good to have you. Good to have you. Good to have you. And okay, so am I caught up with all the comments now? Yeah, so now I'm going to have a little bit more tea. And then I think I will, I don't know. Yeah, you know what? I will do some brushing of a microphone. Let's see. I feel like I'm going to move this over a little bit. Ah, come on. Right. Yeah, that's all right, I guess. Yeah, this way, that way. Okay. How we start on this side here. Oh, somebody's doing something upstairs. And it was going crazy around here last night with the fireworks and everything outside, you know. It's, I mean, I could hear down here, I could still hear quite a bit going on. But the cool thing about being down here is even though I could hear stuff, it's like kind of muffled, you know? So it's, even though I can hear it, it's not really super intrusive. It's just enough to kind of be there. So it's sort of, it didn't really bother me, you know? So, I mean, it didn't keep me up or anything like that. Although I guess it did for my sister and her husband. But as I said before, he has PTSD issues. And I guess other people, just if you're a light sleeper, it's going to keep you up. I think it kept my dad up. Well, it kept my dad up because the two pit bulls we have that he kind of co-owns with my one nephew, his grandson, they get totally just scared like tiny little critters and just very whimpery, and they just, you know, they want to run and hide places when they hear the noises going off, like the explosions. They can't handle it. Anyway, so he had them last night to try to, you know, keep them calm. So they weren't calm, so he didn't get much sleep. Oh, I need to take pictures of the pooches so that I could show them to you guys. I should maybe like make a little video or something. And I don't know, I'm not sure what I would do ASMR wise with pooches, because they're all very jealous when it comes to my attention. So when I go upstairs to hang out with them, it's like they're all like, pet me, no, me. I mean, I'm sure you've all experienced a similar thing. I don't think it's unique to this group of pooches. It's just, it amuses me nonetheless. Yeah, it seems like I've been not doing this one very much. Maybe it's my imagination. Okay, hang on, there's some new comments here that I didn't see. Oops, there we go. Timer has finished. Okay, I need to, yes, I see that, that's great. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this, and I'm going to start this one. Oh no. There we go. And I'm going to go take a quick break, and then I will see you guys in a moment. And I'm back. Okay, so there we go. What do you know? It seemed like it would. Oh, crap, I just knocked the camera. There we go. So there we go. Now that's still Well, what do you guys think of the new background? Or did I change it? Yeah, I did change it. It's a little bit darker and kind of... Well, the last one was kind of greenish, wasn't it? I don't know, I kind of like this new darker. I'm going to keep that for stuff for a while. I think it's the one I used in the video that I just put out. Man, what was it? Oh, it was the looping thing where I did hand stuff, which was... I don't know if anybody saw that. Let me know what you think about whether I'm any good at doing the hand stuff or not. I like Linux better than Windows. I don't like Windows for a lot of reasons. It crashes too much. They, hijack your system to do updates, and I don't know, just too many things about it just bother me. And Linux is just, it seems more stable. It's certainly more secure. Now, it's not bulletproof by any stretch of the imagination, but it's, way more better than Windows, in my opinion. And now the downside is like I've run into issues like with OBSBot. There are companies, because Linux isn't such a big market share for them to worry about, or it's not a big enough market share for them to, they don't have no incentive, so that they don't support it, as far as software goes. But that's beginning to change, because there's more and more people that are beginning to get interested in Linux, so it does, in any case, let's, where am I at here? No, up. Oh, Retro Frontier, alright. Thanks, Mark. Wordle? No, I already did Wordle, so it's only a daily thing. Although I suppose I could play the geography game, the one where I could do that instead of, I was going to do Octortle, but I'd have to go steal the URL. That's no problem. I could do that. I don't see a problem why I couldn't do that and then just grab it. Because what would be easier, grabbing the URL or changing which window? I think it'd be easier to go grab it from the URL. Maybe I'll do that in a couple of minutes. Anyway, let's see what's going on. Aloha. Yes, all right. I already saw that one about Linux being better. Oh, Yickerman. Well then, kick back and relax, man. You can relax with us for a little bit anyway. Yeah, there will certainly be some, nostalgia, childhood story things, Tim. I just don't know when. It's just like a matter of, since I'm going to be doing like just game stuff on Mondays, then everything else just happens on some other day of the week. It just depends on, how busy I get, and, well, not how busy I get, because I'm always pretty busy, but how good I get at, getting things done, depends on, how many well-titled results and how many videos get actually recorded. That's funny, Matthew. It's far away from Microsoft. Why not take your... I hadn't thought about trying to take it to the library. I don't know how to think about that. I mean, it's just a matter of... I'm not sure where is the library down here. I don't know. Maybe. And any travel plans? No, not this summer. Too broke, as as per usual. Okay, so I am gonna do maybe I'll do some of the geography game. What do you think? Let me have some more mint tea. Well, you know what? I'll put it to a vote. Because I'm going to do some game, whatever. So should I do Octortle or geography? It won't be Worldle because that's already done. But I could do just a straight geography game. Well, it doesn't seem like anybody has an opinion on it, so I'll just brush on the microphones yet for a little while, and then maybe I'll. Okay, Matthew. Well, thanks for donating while you're still awake. I really do appreciate it. So thanks a bunch, Matthew. And your generosity is very appreciated. Is that the good way of saying that? It's most appreciated, very appreciated. Anyway, it is whatever the correct way of saying that grammatically is. It is that. So okay, wait a minute. We know what we need to do, gang. So here we go. Hip hip hooray. Hip hip hooray. Hip hip hooray. And the crowd goes, ah, ah, ah. Thanks again for your generosity, Matthew. That's cool. Thank you. And okay, so Chris votes for Octortle. Oh, you know what? Because I brought my crinkle bag, and my chunk of wood, and the leather thing, and oh, there's the beard brush. Okay, just so I could have, multiple trigger options for the evening, so I don't, just be doing. Oh wow, even more things coming up. Tim, wow, thanks a bunch. Wow, and Rob, man, you guys are gonna start making me get all choked up and stuff now, but obviously don't stop because it helps me out. But Zowie, all right, I need to make sure that well, okay, you're welcome, Rob. All right, so first off, we're gonna do 3 for Tim, and then we'll do 3 for Rob, but first 3 for Tim. So here we go. Hip hip hooray. Hip hip hooray. Hip hip hooray. And the crowd goes, oh, oh, oh. Okay, and now for Rob, we're going to go hip hip hooray. Hip hip hooray. Hip hip hooray. And the crowd goes, ah, ah, ah. That was pretty good. Thank you guys. Thanks a bunch. Thanks a bunch. Now let me get up. Oh my goodness. Can you tap on my uncle's stones? Is one of them? Yeah, I can tap on the one that I was, because it's still on my desk over there, that I did in the video. Okay. All right. Okay, so since we're here, how much time have I got? We got 8 minutes. That's plenty of time to get at least a game or so into. Let's go to the gaming window, and I switch to here. Oopsie daisy. Wrong thing. There we go. To there. I'm going to have to go move that thing because that's going to be not what I want. I want to go here. Let me go back. Man, I'm so disorganized as per usual. Let's put this over here like that. Okay, here we go. And then I'm here, and which one do I want to do? Let's do, let me go back. Have I played the dailies today? Rescue, did I do this today? Yep, I did do this today. All right, let's just go back to the other thing, and we'll say to this, and I'll say to that. And there, am I out of the... Oh, let me move the timer out. Okay, you come down here, I guess. That's good enough, right? Everybody can see everything more or less. Oh, is that the wrong... That's the wrong one, isn't it? There we go. I think that's the right one now, isn't it? Let me bring this over here so I can see what I'm doing again. Yeah, okay. Yikes. And I haven't... all that time and I still haven't got to that. All right, let's get back over to here. Okay. All right. Sorry for all the dead air, folks. Let's go here. Say cushy joint freak. Wow. Nothing. Plum. So it could be like Gabby. No. Baddie. Body. Body. Okay. Dumpy. Right, okay, there we go. And Dusty. S-T-Y. Okay. And Young. And, okay, hang on, looks like, did I get some more comments? Oh, okay, yeah, that's it. Hey, Alan. Thanks for coming by. Is that going to be greet? All right, and then hot, I guess, yeah. And what in the world? I'm not seeing what that is. Andro? What is that? I don't know. Does anybody got any ideas? Huh, what do we have here? It's... my goodness. I'm just not seeing this. Unless does rando count? No. But Andro. What is that? Okay. So Adorn. Oh my goodness, how did I not see that? Now it seems so freaking obvious. I hate when that happens. Ahead. Here we go. Yippee-yay. Let's just have none of that. We'll just do a new game. How about that? Okay. Do the usual cushy joint freak. And what do we get? Oh, still not much. I don't see what this is either right now. What in the world is this? What in the world is that? Oh, LA, okay. There we go, thank you. Okay, a couple of pats on the back for Chris there, thanks. And what am I looking at here? Wheeled. And what is this? Tarot. And cloth. And I guess cover. And fiery. And what is this now? Drool. I'm not going to lie, I couldn't see that one for a minute either. And irate, is that what we have here? Okay, what do you know? Let's do some of the other one just for variety. Oh, I'm in the middle of one. I started this somehow. All right. What am I doing here then? Oh, timer's complete. Okay, hang on. I need to go back to... you're over here, man. I get it now. I get it. There you go. You're fine. And now I need the other one of those. All right, but now there's going to be a break, and I'll be back in just a few minutes. And I am back, except for I was going to go, we were doing some gaming, weren't we? And so I need to be back to this other place here. And there we are. And hey, Nasal Penny, how you doing? Good to have you among us. And now I'm going to come back to over here and see if oops, I may go back over to here too first, and then there, that's better. I can see that better. Oops, I need to do this real quick. Is that, actually I don't have it going properly, do I? Boink. There you go. All right. So there's a new timer regime, if you may have noticed, Penny. Hey, Lucas. Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Thanks for coming by, man. And what am I looking at here? Quoth, is that what that one is? Grab the keyboard back. And hey, wait a minute. What did the camera did a strange thing. Now you guys can see the table over here. Wonder how that happened. Well, that's an unusual thing. Well, it is what it is. And what do I have over there? Oh, quoth is what I was going to say. That one was, hey, what's going on? Here we go. Askew, maybe? Yeah, what do you know? Board. Oops. And stove. And vapor. And what's that one? Swill, I guess, probably, yeah. There we go. And my eyes are feeling itchy, which is unusual. I don't usually have those kind of weird, or I shouldn't say weird, but I don't usually suffer from allergy symptom type stuff. And let me do this quickly too. All right, that's fine. And that's fine. Okay. Well, thanks, Lucas. That's a nice compliment, but it's all smoke and mirrors, man. Believe me, it's all smoke and mirrors. All right. Oops, again, I'm out of that. Oh, every time I move something, I keep forgetting to click back into the other window. All right, there we go. Probably quiet, don't you think? And it's probably scope. Let's do share there first, just for, and crest is, and score, not scope. Why didn't I see that before? Anyway. Base the fish in the fish fry. Well, you know, Lucas, I'll tell you, it really is kind of down to just, you know, I do a lot. You know what I mean? Man, you know, I'm going to put in waged. Okay, graft, because I couldn't tell if that was going to be graft or draft or, and that's like, I don't know, is there any other ones? And I didn't want to start trying to think them up, so. And glide. Okay. And, oh, leapt. Oh no, I thought it was leapt. Oh, there's no P in it, jeez. Alright, so what is that one then? So it's, oh, dealt? Nope. Exalt, I guess, yeah. Exalt. Okay. And what's that one over here? That Piper? Nope. Riper. Well, what are you going to do? Can't win them all. So let's go ahead and do another one. How are my timers doing? Am I just one, really, I guess? Yeah, it's fine. I did it again. Go back to there. There we are. There we go. What do we got here? So cheat we can get right off the bat. And that's going to be clank, isn't it? So get those right off the bat. What's that one? Trope, trove. Could be rote. So we don't have enough for that. Stunt is probably that one. What else? Stunt is, I think, is what it is. Let's put that in. Okay. Well, that one could be undid. It could be what else? Blimp. Well, let's put it in. Why not? Hey, what do you know? It was even right. You know, you got to take the good with it, you know? So breed, probably. And then trove, maybe. Nope. So rote, I guess. Yep. Do I have enough? Yeah, I've got 3 guesses to get the last 2. So unzip, I think, yeah. And then Teddy. Yippee-yi-yay. Here we go. And that's... I don't know. Well, thanks, Guillermo. Don't forget, right, here we go. And could be a deity, maybe, or piety. What else? Yeah, let's try plum just for... Okay, piety it is. And ripen. And sweep. Nope. So what's that going to be? Speed. Oops, I might not have enough. I think I do. Relax. Hey, what do you know? Relax. Relax, right? You know what I mean? Good word. this one? Mecca? Okay. Raspy. Okay, and then lobby. What do you know? Let's do, I don't know, another one or two of these, and then, I don't know, I'll think of something else to do maybe. Joint freak. And it's going to be print, is it? And, grown maybe. And slant, I think. Yeah. Oh, I was kind of expecting that one to be clash, but it's not. Okay, so what? Chasm. There we go. And amend. Okay. Now we got, what is this over here? I don't see that one. Oh, stilt. Oops, not stalt. Stilt. There we go. Heebie-jeebie. And honey. Okay, now what's this one here? Model. Nope. What? Jowl. There we go. Yikes. And alright, we'll do, I don't know if I already said how many I would do of this, I don't know. Is that facet? And sandy maybe? And is that hot? Abide, I bet. What's that over there? What is that one? Is Lori? No, worry, pori, I guess that's probably it then, isn't it? Alright, and bevel or bezel. Let's try bezel. What do you know? And maple? No. Well, so it's something. Valve? Yeah, what do you know? And exile. EPIA. Okay, I'm going to put aside the keyboard here for a minute. And let's go to the other bit. I'm going to do some, I guess I don't know, where's the beard brush? Maybe I'll play with that for a minute. And so over to here. And there we go. And oops, okay, Space Cowboy. Hey, Space Cowboy, it's been a while, man. How's it going? Well, you know, a lot of things. I guess the most notable thing is the garden. Been working in the garden, man. I'm glad you like the keyboard sound, man. I know some people wish I had a better keyboard or, you know, one of those mechanical type things, but I have this one because it's, well, here, I might as well just show it to you guys, and you can see it's all filthy because of, well, whatever. I don't keep it clean. Anyway, you can see it has that weird kind of curve to it. I like that kind of, actually, if anything, I wish it was more curvy. I used to have one. I don't know what the hell happened to it. Again, when I move, things disappear from my possession. I don't know how that happens, but it does. Anyway, I'd like it to be even more, you know, bent. So, I don't know. But for the moment, it's fine. I don't really type that much, so it's not like, you know, I really need it to be the more preferred version, but, you know, oops. Anyway, it does the job good enough. So, anyway, what was I going to do? I was going to do something trigger-wise. Oh, beard brush. There's the beard brush. There we go. Beard brush. Well, we'll start off with just doing, you know, what it was sort of intended for. Oh, wow, Chris. You're welcome for the octoral, man. Octoral. Maybe I'll even do a little bit more in a little bit. All right, so we know. I don't remember which way I'm doing it. This way, we'll go this way. Hip, hip, hooray. Hip, hip, hooray. Hip, hip, hooray. And the crowd goes, ah. Thanks a bunch, man. I really do appreciate it. Let's see, we've got some, it looks like some responses. Yeah, right on. Is that Icarium? Am I saying that even close to something that is what you're expecting? Oh, you know, the other thing. Well, let me get the beard brush, but I just realized somebody also asked about doing this stone thing. So I'll, yeah, so I got a few things to try to fit in for tonight. But here we go. And it's, oopsie daisy, I think my thing went off, didn't it? Ding, 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 ding. Oh, it's about to. Oh, and I haven't switched back to it, that's why. Anyway, it's about to go off in just a second here. So, I don't think I announced it last time, but last time I was an ad break one. This one won't be an ad break one. It's just going to be the be right back sign for a minute or maybe two. I don't know how long it will take me to do the thing. Yes, I hear you. Stop beeping at me. Let me now go back to this one there, and then I need the other one. Nope. This one. All right, there we go. And here we are. I'm back, and it looks like the timers are doing their jobs. And yeah, let's do that. Let's go back to beard brushing of beard. So yeah, do this here like this, I guess. Have I done this side yet, really? I feel like I haven't done this side yet, but I don't know. Okay, and I think what everybody's really here for when it comes to the beard brush is the tapping on it. Yeah, I could kind of reorient myself so you can actually see it as I'm doing it as well. See, the camera's starting to do its thing, man. It thinks I want it to do something. Not really, though. All right, let's see over here, I guess. We don't want just, all of it going to, one mic. Got to split it up a little bit. I should move my hand a little bit so I can hear it. That feels weird. Feels like an unnatural position to be in. That's okay though, right? And so we move over to, let's do it this way. How's that? I just realized again, I'm lax on my duties of saying anything while I'm doing all this tapping. Shouldn't he say, at least a few words here and there, right? Let's go do this over here. Gotta have, both sides getting a little bit of material going through the microphone, right? go back to a bit of the... A little bit slower, yeah. Oh boy, messy man. Where do you get this stuff, boy? I tell you. Hey, how's it going? You're back. Welcome back. Alright, let's see a little bit more of the slope tapping again. What should the next trigger be? Anybody have any preferences? Oh, I'm going to do the stone. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'll do that here in just a minute or two. Oh, let's get this back closer to the mic again. Check the left mic. So that would be this one. Seems like it's working from this end. Or I got them plugged in backwards. And it's because this is my right, so you're left, right? And this is be my left, so you're right. But and they both are showing up in the meters. That one's that. That one's that one there, yeah. Well, I hope they're working for everybody. Bulldoggle. Hey Brian, I am well. I hope you are too. Scratch it again to make sure. Is that you just want me to check it? Is that the idea? I'll do this. How's that look? Yeah, I'll do a scratching again. I guess somebody actually likes the scratching noise. And I'll do this over here too, I guess. Hopefully that wasn't miserably loud for people. It's not a sound I do often, so I don't. The South PAS, I'm not sure what that is, Brian. Am I missing something? Wouldn't be the first time. Oh, I was going to get the stone thing, wasn't I? Let me do that. Oh, man. MSC, dude. Yeah, I'm going to get the stone right now. Going to get the stone right now, so just hang on a quick sec. Let's see, is it faster if I reach this way? No, well, hang on, I'll be right back. I guess I should have clicked the thing, huh? But we'll do that. Okay, here we go. Oh, dirty or anything? That doesn't seem to have got Okay, so here it is. You can see it in its. Well, you can kind of make out the. I didn't realize it was quite that shiny, that it would be that reflective. But we don't want to get the lights in there then, because it'll be too crazy bright, won't it? Or can I get it in such a way that it won't be? So you can kind of see it has this little, like, glintiness to it. It's really kind of, see down there by my finger, kind of there. Gets this kind of, almost sort of, has that same kind of metallic quality that you see in those holographic foil things, you know. Anyway, I'm going to tap on it, aren't I? Instead of just holding it up to the light to show it off, let's do some right? Oops. How's that? You know, I have an idea for a couple of things. My nose is itching. Yeah, first my eyes, now my nose. Somebody mentioned doing scratching. You need a 30-minute video of scratching. You know, I was thinking of making some actually shorter than 30-minute videos of just odd noise. Well, like maybe like something like that, like scratching on the mic or tapping on this or whatever, where it would just be like a sound thing, right? Where it's just a repetitive sound. And I would make it be, I don't know, just a few minutes maybe. Like say maybe 5 or 10 minutes. And then, but make it suitable for looping. You know what I mean? Because I don't know if you ever used the looping feature on YouTube. I keep letting my hand drift away. There we go, it's better. So what do you guys think about that? Oh, Pasadena. Okay, that makes sense. Thanks, Brian. Well, Circular Herc, that's fine. You still have, there's still an hour left anyway. Although there's going to be another break coming soon. Okay, now to this side. Oops. Nope. Okay, I think I'll have to see about doing those kinds of things, yeah. Oh, what did everybody think about the weirdly somewhat looped, with the probe in my hand and the little bit of the stone here? Well, clearly the stone worked for at least a couple people. Or at least one person. Was it the same person that asked for the stone tapping? Or is it more than one? That is a good tapping sound, isn't it? Okay, MSE, what do you got for me now? That's funny as hell. Oh man. Da, 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 these stones, right? Okay. Let's see my hands a little bit better while I'm doing it, right? That actually kind of pitches a little bit different when I hold it differently, doesn't it? You know, I should, where do I have the rest of them stacked up? Because there's several of these somewhere. Well, thanks, Nash, for cash. Oh, how much time do I have on that? A minute is something it looks like. Well, you know, I don't actually chew tobacco or smoke or anything. But when I did smoke, I smoked regular cigarettes. I smoked menthols for a while. I smoked clove cigarettes now and again. I was a equal opportunity smoker. Oh, okay, there's a break coming up. And I think is this an ad break? I think it's going to be an ad break. Anyway, that it says so on the thing itself, so. Yep, next ad break, okay. That's fine, so you can get turned off. And let's do the other one. And now we need to, there's that one. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to be right back, and there's going to be an ad, so sorry about the ad. And you know, I think I turned the wrong timer on, didn't I? Yeah, that's not supposed to be what this is. Doink. Anyway, let me start the other one. So we're going to get a longer distance to the, let's go back to here. And now it should be here. I think I have the right one going now. We'll find out, won't we? Yeah, well, whatever, it is what it is. Yeah, because the next break is just a break, and then the break after that will be an ad break, and that's at 10, and that'll be the last of the breaks at all until after, you know, we end of the show. Okay. I think I have everything going in my weirdly complicated, who knows. What was I doing? I was doing the thing with the stone here, wasn't I? So, there we are. And here's a stone thing. And see what happens. We'll hold this up like this, and then we'll tip it like that. Hold it up like this. And tap it like that. I pushed the button, so I don't know whether, you know, I can only do what YouTube's, you know, instructions are, but there's a little button on the, I don't know what you call this on the back end here, a control page or something, because it doesn't really give you much to do, it just gives you a lot of information. But among the few things you can do is there's this button that's where you click, and it's to manually insert ads, and then YouTube says ads inserted. And so I clicked the button and it said ads inserted. So I assumed that, you know, those of you who are supposed to get ads, but, you know, I don't know. Maybe nobody bought ads for my stream tonight. You know, it's not like, I guess I did break 35,000, but that doesn't make me anywhere, you know, like, yeah, I'm still pretty much a nobody. But who knows, maybe it'll be bigger than, what was that guy that was the king of all media for the longest time, Howard Stern. I'm really liking that. It's a nice sound. I find it to be so. That sounds like a pretty good time there, Circle Herc. Yeah, pool party. Man, I haven't been to a pool party in a gazillion years. I haven't been to a pool party since I stopped living in Southern California. Well, thanks, Nash, for cash. Yeah, the downside for, well, not the downside, but I guess it depends on your perspective. When it comes to those types of videos like that one, I mean, well, that's not a downside to the video itself, but because a lot of people like them, but, or that one in particular, but it's not something I can do all that frequently, you know what I mean? It's not the matter of that I think I can't tell stories that well, but it's having the story to tell, you know? And I don't seem to be as good at telling a story unless it's one that's coming off the top of my head, you know? So I guess I just have to work on that. Well, I'm glad you dig this story, Nash for Cash. Let's go over here a minute like this, yeah. I was doing it the other way with that. A little bit more rapid. I was just noticing that, like I commented earlier, that the fact that the camera is a little bit skewed, it's not quite level. I don't know how I managed that. I must not have one of the legs all the way down or something, because the piece at the top is set all the way at the extreme, so that it should just be at right angle. So it's got to be one of the legs. So I got a Batman camera angle going on. Not quite extreme enough to be Batman camera angle, but some of you will be old enough to know what I mean. It just made me think of a thing. I need to figure out a way of making weird little doodad effect things in videos for... I was just thinking, because the Batman reference made me think of the old, well, obviously the old TV show, because that's what I was referencing. But why I just spoiled my thing, didn't I? But the whole bam, pow. Those things are great. Man, I really liked that show as a kid. I don't know what I would think about it now, but I wonder if there's any cookies left over from last night. I was just thinking I'd like to have some cookies. Okay, I think I'm going to switch to another trigger now. Let me put this over here on my desk. And let me check the timers just to make sure what's what. And okay, we're only like halfway through, so that's fine. And so what now? I'm going to do some crinkling. How's that? I'll just take everything out of the bag. And I'll just toss it on the floor and I'll put it away later. Alright, okay. So, I don't know, let's start with the original Bitto bubble wrap. That was the first thing I used to use for crinkling. You know, I haven't been doing much of the whispering over here while I do a thing over there. That's not how so I'll do a little bit of whispering over here while I do some crinkling over there. Whispering over here while I do crinkling over there. Whispering over here while I do crinkling over there. It's whispering here while I'm crinkling there. I'm going to switch now. I'm going to bring this over here. And I'll take my voice over there. And so now I'm crinkling over there while I'm whispering over here. I'm crinkling over there while I'm whispering over here. Whispering very quietly but very close to the microphone. Whispering very quietly but closely. Quietly but closely. Quietly but closely. Now I'm going to switch again back over there with the whispering and crinkling over here. So I'm crinkling over there while I'm whispering over here. That's pretty funny. I don't know anybody that wanted to be Robin, though. Everybody wanted to be Batman that I knew. Although a lot of kids wanted to be one of the bad guys, though, too. Especially out of Batman stuff. Because they were just so freaking silly. Well, that whole show was silly as hell, but I'll do some whispering over here now. Crinkling over there while I'm whispering over here. Whispering over here while I'm crinkling over there. And I'm going to switch now to a different crinkle thing. So now we will use the metallicized plastic snack bar wrapper. Metallicized plastic snack bar wrapper. How's that for a phrase? Metallicized plastic snack bar wrapper. 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 Italicized plastic snack bar wrapper. Italicized plastic snack bar wrapper. Italicized plastic snack bar wrapper. I'm going to switch to a different crinkle trigger now. Okay. Here's the. This one cracks me up because it's clear enough that it kind of disappears in a weird way. That's fine. I don't have any cool phrase for this one. It's just, yeah, it is just what it is, man. So we're having a 2-minute warning to a break, but this one is just a regular break. There will be no triggering of the manual inserting of ads for this break. Well, we've been pretty steadily right around 45 people for a while now. Although it's funny because YouTube has this thing, like in 2 different spots, it says concurrent viewers on the little feedback window thing I have here. And in one spot it says 42 concurrent viewers, and in the other spot it says 45 concurrent viewers. They seem to do that though. Every once in a while I'll run across data in the back end where it's like, you'll see it one place and you'll say one thing, you'll see it another place and you'll say another, and you're like, what in the world's going on here? How are you getting different numbers, man? They're using, my assumption is that they're using one source for the number in one place and another source in the other, and or maybe it's part of the time delay, the latency or something. If that was the case, it would be nice if there was something that said, wherever the latency was, I don't know. Maybe I expect too much from YouTube. Okay, looks like we have a thing that is done doing its thing. Okay, you're fine. That's fine. Do that thing. You're fine. And so we will say to the other ad break thingamabob, which I will say, let me do this. Why is this not working? There we go. And now I'll push this one back over this way, I guess. Heebie-jeebie. It's making things far too complicated. All right, there we go. That one's going. Okay, time for me to take a break. And I'm back. And I guess that was a longer break than I realized. Well, there you go. Okay, let's move on to these, the bubble wrap pouches. The bubble wrap pouches. Bubble wrap pouches. Bubble wrap pouches. Slightly different crinkle on each hand. Can you tell the difference? Got the little crinkles over here. Oh, stop that. Stop that, stop that, stop that. Okay, thank you. Holy mackerel. See, I can't do gestures like that. Anything that looks even remotely like me gesturing with my hand up, and it wants to think it's doing the thing. So, well, over here, again, let's get back to that issue at hand. These are the smaller bubble crinkles. Now over here, these are larger bubble crinkles. So I'm wondering, hey B.O., how's it going, man? Oh wait, I missed a couple of comments here. Well, you know, I don't know what you expect to, you know, if you watch weird stuff like me, man, the people are going to think that you're, well, they're going to think you're as weird as me, man. And did I say yo back? Yo. Anyway, okay. These are smaller bubbles. These are bigger bubbles. Smaller, bigger. Could you, if I gave you a blind, you know, test, right? Think you could pass the blind test? Don't worry, I'm not going to give anybody any tests, but there's the small ones. Here's the big ones. Here's small ones, and there's big ones. And small ones, and big ones, right? Small ones, big ones, 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 small ones, big ones. Okay, I think I'm going to switch to a different crinkling device. There we go. Well, I don't know why I'm going to skip this one. I just don't feel like this one tonight. It's not doing it, because what I really want to get to, many of you will probably already guess, is the large bag. Yeah, I'm going to use the large bag here for a bit. I like the large bag. Wow, cool emoji. So now the things have flipped on the data thing here. One says that there's 48, and the other one says now 46, but they're flipped as the one that said 48 now just went down. But they changed places as far as, I don't know. I have no idea. What's what I have here? Derek. Now, let's see. Today is Saturday. Is this a report that is due for Monday? Hey, Fishy22. Hello to you. All right. Well, you know, you still have tonight and tomorrow then, right? Man, I remember I used to always put stuff off till the very last minute. And I wrote so many papers, like, you know, just finishing them very short amount of time before I walked into class going, yeah, it's done, you know. Oh yeah, what is it on it? Didn't even think to ask. Gosh. Oh, wow, cool. Good deal on the car and the stereo, man. Do you mind my asking what sort of car? Like, man, is it like a... I used to have a 71 bus, VW bus. And we had a squareback, too. My wife, well, we both drove the squareback, but, you know, it was mostly thought of as her car. She couldn't drive a stick, so it was an automatic. A little fuel-injected automatic VW squareback. It was a nice little car. And then I had a bus. Wow, okay. Doing some data analysis. Oops, my goodness, I just kicked the dang thing again. Stop doing that, Bill. Oh my goodness. Okay, Ryan. Wow. Ryan, that is super amazingly generous. And okay, we all know what that means. When this happens is we go hip hip hooray. Hip hip hooray. Hip hip hooray. And the crowd goes, ah. Wow. Okay, well, I appreciate your generosity for appreciating my stream. How's that? Anyway, thanks a bunch. Okay, what was I was using the big bag, wasn't I? Okay, here we go. Got it. Uh-oh, alarm just went off. Oh, I know what it is. It's my pill alarm. I gotta remember to just turn that off on. And let's see, now I have to go back to this one. And we have to go back to this one. Thank you. And now I can go back to this. Okay. where am I at here? Okay, so, oh, I missed the thing about the Trailblazer. Wow, 02 Trailblazer, man. Wow, my bus was at 1971, so, yeah. So I guess old is relative, right? And Power BI, I don't know what that is. Just go to school. Where do you go to school, Derek? Oh, right on, master's degree. That makes sense. I mean, business intelligence doesn't sound like a entry-level course. Man, I really like this sound. Oops. Well, hey, Under the Heat Records, I'm sorry that you had your issue with falling off the bike, man. But yeah, you know, have a little bit of the cannabis and chill out and forget about the falling off the thing and get into, you know, falling into a different thing, man. A gallon of water a day. You know, well, I don't know if that's absolutely necessary. I mean, you can overdrink water. It's like, it's you know, I was told that the best way to tell if you've been drinking enough water is to basically down to the color of your urine. And if it's basically, you can see through it, but it's, you know, vaguely yellow is kind of what they say is you're kind of after. That's funny. Gotta burn out the last of that stuff, man. Yeah, Alan, there was a woman there was a radio contest. It was near here. It was someplace in, I'm in Alameda County, and I'm pretty sure this happened in Contra Costa County, which is kind of just north. But it was this radio contest where they have people meet up at like some kind of event, like the grand opening of some, you know, store or something like that, you know, one of these types of things. But they were having people do just weird things. And one of the things was this, it was like a food eating contest, but it was a water drinking contest. And this one lady just went nuts. and like really, like she beat everybody, but like by miles, and ended up, yeah, having the whole water intoxication thing, but to the degree that she ended up dying. It was really sad. And it's like she thought she was going to win some contest. I don't remember. It was like, some concert tickets or something, And man, she ends up dying for it. Yikes. So anyway, by all means, make sure that you're staying hydrated because, water is important, but also don't just do it by, flat numbers, I tend to just drink when I'm thirsty, and I tend to be okay with that, So I guess the thing is just make sure that you have fluid readily available, and that when you are thirsty, frickin' drink the water. Or if you've been sweating, drink the water, Man, for a Nintendo, crazy. Yeah, I knew it was like something, like a prize or whatever, but, well, obviously, who's going to do silly stuff like that for, well, I don't know, some people do silly stuff. Some people don't need to be, well, what time is the thing saying? Have we burned through? I guess we have. It's already after 10 o'clock, so, yeah, it's going to be coming up on another break here in a moment. And I guess this one will be with an ad, since the last one was not with an ad. This one will be with an ad. I don't know, I've got some comments here. Oh, it has water in it, right? Hey, Ron, how's it going? Nice for you to come by. We're just about to go into a commercial break, and then I'll be back, and then there's going to be about another 20 minutes or so. Well, I guess the counter's saying 15 minutes, but I almost never end exactly on time, so 15 minutes-ish. And of course, if Rob's still here, he'll, figure out some means of trying to convince me to stay longer, but here we go. Countdown is happening for. Let me get over here and turn this thing. Dismiss. Okay. And I don't need to have that on there anymore at all, so this can be just turned off. Oops, I turned off the wrong one. I should turn off this one down here. There we go. There's going to be no more breaks other than the very end, so let me switch over to here. And I think I'm back. I think everything's fine. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. So yeah, see, I shouldn't have said anything. Hold your pee for a week. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's what somebody else was just saying, that it was for a Nintendo. But man, yeah, it was, I don't know, it's brutal, just bad news. And oh wow, we went up to almost, like, looks like we were not quite up to 60, but for a brief moment, but yeah, and we're back down to 45-ish. I don't know, maybe I should, I don't even know how to, I just recently started, I don't know if you've noticed, but, trying to remember to mention the live stream in, my regular videos now and again. Just because, I don't know, it seems like I should, just, why not? So anyway, so what am I doing? Do I want to do any more crinkling stuff? Or am I done with crinkling stuff? I'm going to go back to the stone, I think, for a bit. So let's put the bag down here with the other stuff. And we'll do a bit of stone. That's a really good sound. That's funny, Colin. Well, I'm glad that, that hopefully that the sleep that you got was sleep that you needed. How's that? But that's cool. Okay, I'm going to go over to here now. "30 minutes left, right." Trying to gaslight me from long distance, man. Here, I should do this. You guys should hear this side. I think it's a different sound. Do it over here too so you can hear it. Yeah, it's a different. Oh, stop with the thing, man. Stop. Just let me do a thing. This is not. Man. I'm going to just switch. Stop doing that. Let me see. I got a bunch of comments here. All of a sudden just came up. And. Yeah. Well, KT Salami, thanks for coming in and hanging out, and thanks for the comment. You're very welcome, and thank you. Bobby the Scarecrow. Oh man. Oh man, man, man. Oh. MSC, you just. Oops, anyway, I should do it this way. Or wait, let's do, I think I want to do it this way. Here, I think that's the thing. Maybe that's the way to do it. See, if you look at the back of it, it looks like it was intended for like tiling. Because it's a pretty basically, rectangular prism sort of shape. I mean, all the corners and edges are, well formed or machined or however it is that they did this. I have no idea, but it was well done by whatever means they did do it. Yeah, I know, Fishy 22, that zoom is nuts, isn't it? That's what I get for the silliness of the, well, whatever it is, what it is. I don't know. Maybe I should just leave it and not worry about it. It does add for some amusement, doesn't it? Thanks for the compliment about the beard, man. I appreciate that. Let's get over here now. If you're asking me how long I've had the beard, let's see, I am going to be 60 this August, which means my sister will be 57, and I started growing it when she turned 40, so this November it'll be 17 years that I've had it. But it only took like, I don't know, it didn't seem like it took that long to grow it. I don't know, a couple of years maybe, maybe not even that long, I don't know. Seemed to, Oh yeah, for those of you who don't know the origin story, it was at my sister's 40th birthday party, and one of the activities was she had a room set up to watch movies, and at one point the movie being shown was the 300, the movie with the Sparta versus the Persians. And anyway, I made some comment about the guys' beards, because they have these very dramatically set beards, and I made some wise-ass comment about being able to grow a bigger beard than that or something, and so my sister said, well, then why don't you? So here we are, 17 years later, and I have a big, kind of crazy beard. Okay, we're getting now near the end, so if anybody's got any last minute stuff, that's actually making my hand a little tired holding that, because this is it's actual stone. I think it is some kind of granite, or not granite, or marble or whatever. I don't know what it is, but it's not light, so it makes my hand tired holding it. There we go. And is there anything of note to... Oh, is this Monday, Mind Test Monday, right? Let me look at the calendar. Today is Saturday the 5th. Yes. The 7th is a Mind Test Monday. So there you go. Everybody has that to look forward to, Mind Test Monday. And hard rock, right? And I'm still thinking of what I'm going to do about Mind Test Live, because I don't really want to have it take up one of these streams, because I like these streams. These are kind of they've kind of turned into a social thing, I think, at least, Anyway, so I don't want Mind Test invading this space, and I also don't want Mind Test. I don't know that I want to do it on Mind Test Monday. So I don't know. So if anybody has any thoughts on that, go ahead and feel free to send me a message, or you can do it via Facebook or the email here, or there's any number of places you can leave me a message if you have an opinion on the whole Mind Test thing, and if and when I do a live stream, and when you think it would be a good time to do it. I don't know. Because it's not going to be happening on Saturday nights. That's a no starter. But another stream, maybe a short one. Not tonight, if that's what you're trying to, if you're trying to do that, trying to take Rob's place. And I'm sorry, I'm just sitting here waiting for the thing to go off, and it's yelling out. It's just like doink, Anyway, let me go clear that thing. I don't really need to worry about it, do I? Because I can just do this. I can just do this, and I can just do this. Where is it at? There we go. It's disappeared for the moment. And let's go look at the end of the comments and make sure that I haven't forgot anybody. That's cool. Thanks, Alan. Oh, I see what you mean, a short one. Yeah, I haven't figured that out, how long it should be or any of it. So, if you have any thoughts on it that are, and suggestions, like I said, yeah, well, leave a comment or, right. Oh, that's cool, man. A double header tonight. See, yeah, I knew Rob was gonna chime in on that. You just can't. It's like, I can count on that. I can count on that as well as I can count on MSEs and his jokes. All right, gang. I gotta get going. I'm gonna, end for the night. And I will see you guys in a week. And and if you see me on Mind Test Monday, you'll see me on that too. But anyway, otherwise, for the live thing, I should look over here at the camera, shouldn't I? I'll see you guys in a week.